I had a question about panic attacks. Um, it seems as though so many people experience panic attacks and anxiety. I thought that I would ask my guides um, about about them. What are panic attacks? Why do we have them, and how can we overcome them? And so the first image that I had was of a knight, like with armor and stuff, like a medieval knight, was he in a forest, at the edge of a forest, and he pulled a sword out of a rock, and he was like strong and ready to achieve what he needed. It was like, had no concerns at all that he was up to the task. And then he went into the forest, and there were these huge um, beings that were far, far greater than anything he could have imagined. And he was overwhelmed by them. He wasn't ready or expecting that. He thought, oh, this sword, I thought it was such a strong weapon that I would be able to overcome anything, and it's like nothing compared to these beings. So he put the sword down, he walked into the forest, he was able to just walk past these beings, which didn't even really exist. They weren't even real. They were from his imagination, but they were overwhelming. He had a feeling of being overwhelmed. So he just walked past them, put the sword down, walked past them into the forest, and then it became a phenomenally beautiful place. Green, lush trees, and it opened out into like a beautiful river, and there was a sun shining on it, but he felt disconnected from it, like he couldn't connect to the beauty he was seeing and part of. It all just felt blank. He was disconnected from himself. And I asked, what is going on? What happens when we feel that way? Why is this happening? The answer I got was that we are, in those moments, we are disconnected from our own soul, because the body has become the body and the mind have become an inhospitable place for the soul. So, and then I asked, well, what's the answer? How do we overcome it? How do we connect again to the soul? And I didn't get an answer. And at first I was frustrated. I thought, well, you've got to give me an answer. We have to know how to be able to overcome panic attacks. And then I understood that I wasn't getting an answer because it's different for everyone. Because you need to nourish your body with what's healthy for your body. You've got to make sure your body is in balance. And that's different for everyone. So maybe you're eating too much sugar. Maybe you're taking a medication that doesn't agree with you. Maybe you need to look at it, do something different. Maybe you need to get out and exercise more. And in terms of the mind, maybe you need to look at what you've been feeding your mind. The thoughts we put into our brain affect us, affect our soul. So it's important to think about what we're feeding the mind. We have to feed the body and the mind things that will make our body and mind a hospitable place for our soul. And our soul is a spark of the divine. There's absolutely nothing. The soul will always be feel blissful. So there's never any reason for your soul, for when you're feeling connected, when your body and mind are balanced, to have panic attacks. You know what I mean? In that state, you will feel the wonderfulness of being on our beautiful, precious jewel of a planet Earth. So that is the message. Leave a comment. Does it resonate? Do you have panic attacks? How have you gotten out of them? What is your question? Leave me a question and I will ask for divine guidance for your specific question. Like, subscribe, share to keep the content coming, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.